Felix the fox sits on a rock in the middle of the green-leaf forest, surrounded by vibrant trees. He looks mischievous but charming, with his bright red fur shining in the sunlight. A cheerful young fox with bright red fur, sitting in a lush forest, looking clever and playful. Birds are chirping and the atmosphere feels warm and inviting. Felix walks to the edge of the forest and finds Farmer Joe's garden filled with ripe strawberries. His nose twitches as he smells the fruit, and he sneaks under the fence to start eating. A curious fox peeks through bushes and sees a garden full of ripe strawberries. He sneaks in, wide-eyed and tempted, while the vibrant red strawberries glisten in the sunlight. Felix happily munches on strawberries, his face smeared with juice, before running back into the woods, looking both satisfied and a little guilty. A fox eating strawberries in a garden with red juice on his fur. He looks delighted, but quickly glances around nervously before running back into the forest. The next day, Felix plays near the garden and spots Benny the bunny hopping by. Suddenly, Farmer Joe storms out, shaking a rake and accusing Benny of eating the strawberries. A farmer holding a rake points angrily at a confused bunny in a sunny garden. A fox hides nearby, nervously watching the scene. Felix, afraid of being caught, steps out and points at Benny. Benny looks shocked, his ears drooping as Farmer Joe chases him away. A nervous fox points at a bunny as a farmer glares at them. The bunny looks heartbroken, while the fox tries to avoid eye contact. Felix sits alone near a stream, watching as squirrels and birds turn away from him. Benny doesn't come to play, and Felix looks sad and confused. A lonely fox sitting by a stream in a quiet forest, looking sad as forest animals walk away, avoiding him. Felix hides behind a tree as he overhears Benny talking to the wise owl. Benny explains what Felix did, and the wise owl offers advice about honesty. A wise owl perched on a branch talks to a sad bunny in the forest. Nearby, a fox hides behind a tree, his ears drooping as he listens. Felix sits under a tree at sunset, looking thoughtful and guilty. He remembers how his lie hurt Benny and resolves to make things right. A fox sits under a large tree at sunset, looking thoughtful and remorseful, with warm orange light casting shadows on the forest floor. Felix walks to Farmer Joe's gate in the evening. He knocks nervously and admits to eating the strawberries, his voice shaking but honest. A fox nervously knocks on a wooden garden gate at dusk, looking up at a stern but curious farmer standing in the doorway.